Hello, wherever you may be in the world. I am Rebecca Nichols. This is my podcast, Royal Treats. Well, hello guys, and apologies. It seems we are meeting far and fewer podcasts away at the moment while I'm processing a lot of stuff in my personal life that, I'm going through. And as I'm going through it, right? And so sometimes you want to just get through it and reflect, look back, see where you were, learn, move forward. And it's been a lot of happening in my world the past 2-3 weeks. And so as that's going on, it's been a thing where I've got to show up here, right, for you. And this is me being real, because I want to be the best I can be for you guys. But really and truly, it's about me being the best I can be for me. Because this is what I teach you guys. I can't teach you it and tell you to be it if I can't be it myself. So when things are going on in your life, it's better to deal with the things that are going on in your life, because, you either need some kind of form of completion on certain things, right? This is really important in terms of moving forward. And this is like a release and a let go. I was talking a bit about that this week over on my Instagram feed for the book, for the Journey to Queendom. And I created a new page because I wanted just to have that separate and do some stuff around the book and share a little bit more about the book journey and have that kind of separate to my other feed. And people think, oh my God, how many Instagrams do you have, Rebecca? Well, I actually have 4 Instagrams. I know, I'm crazy. And they all do very different things. So it's just necessary that for all the businesses that I have and all the different services that I have, that I kind of keep them separate because they're different. They're different businesses. Some of them are just, I have my coaching business and my holistic coaching business, and and then through that business, I do my Reiki and everything to do with Reiki. Next year, I'll be teaching and doing more courses for people who want to learn like Reiki 1 and 2. So, I'm progressing in there. And then I've got my success coaching business, which I'm just starting to build with some of the women that I coach that are getting to that level now that they've done the fullness coaching with me. They've been in one of my programs. And now they're ready to start getting to the success level of life where they know who they are, and then they can go out into the world and they can just show the fuck up, and be like, this is me. So... And then I have the book page, and then I have a private one, which is just for me. It's just pictures of me and Tristan, and it's called Tristan and Mummy. And so it's very much close people that, I consider friends. And, not too many people on that one. And so, yeah, it's really... just doing different things on Instagram. And next year for me, it's all about the charity as well, which I've kind of been not doing, not because I haven't wanted to do it. By the way, I love the idea of what this charity is going to do for London, and helping the youth in London, more importantly. And that's kind of where I'm going at the moment. I kind of see a vision for Follow Your Heart, which is my charity, in such a way that it's really connecting communities in terms of the young communities, bringing young kids together and understanding, once we can get kids working together from young and working alongside each other and supporting each other, then, it's a beautiful thing. And we can make that world a better place once we instill it in our children. And so I think this is all about consideration that we need to have for each other. And a few things that have been coming up over the past couple of weeks is like people's opinions of you and people's judgments of you, and what that really means and what it's got to do with you, to be honest. So I've been reading some amazing books, and then last time we had on the last podcast, I spoke about a wonderful lady called Lise Lister, and now I'm about to speak about another wonderful woman, Mel Wells, who just a couple of weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago, now time's going quickly, she was in London at Lululemon, and she'd done a talk about her book, The Goddess Revolution. Now, you would have seen it on my feed, and you'd have heard me talk about it before, I'm pretty sure. She's also a Hay House author, and she's really wrote this book to let women know, goddesses all around the world, that no matter what you look like, what size you are, that, you know, you're special, you're something, you're beautiful, you know, there's something about you that, you know, the world needs. And so I think it's really learning to love ourselves and accept ourselves. Because if we don't, I don't think anyone else really can. And I didn't realise this, you know, even in my own life, that I didn't realise that it had to start with me. And so I think this is the relationship that we need to be teaching even in our children. Is like, you know, do you really love yourself, baby? Do you really love yourself? What would you put up with in life? What would you not tolerate? What's not okay with you? Because I think we like to sacrifice, and we've been taught that it's all about sacrifice when it's actually not. Come on. It's been ridiculous, and it's been heavily conditioned for a very, very long time, where people think that just because everyone else is doing it, it's the norm. You know, we haven't been born to just pay bills and die. None of us live for that kind of life, right? I don't know anyone who wants to live that kind of life deep within themselves. And so therefore, we make decisions, you know, and they're based on standards of living. You know, how high are your standards of living? What are you tolerating? What is not acceptable in your life anymore? What do you need to release and let go? Where do you need to move on now? All the trees are barren, right? Winter is here. And so I was having a conversation over in my Facebook group, some of the ladies that I coach. And I was saying about this time of year, it's just an amazing time of year to really go within and really focus on who you are and really just take care of you. Imagine it's how it's supposed to be in winter, eat the delicious food and get in those hot baths with candles that smell divine, light those candles around the house, light up the incense, drink the mulled wine, and just find pleasure. Don't restrict yourself, but don't overindulge at the same time. The beautiful thing about Mel's book is she just keeps it very real and says it's never really about what you're eating. It's about the relationship you have with what you're eating. Good, bad, healthy, unhealthy, low fat, carb free, all these labels, and it's just food, food. And we know kind of nutrition, we know really and truly what's really good for us, and we know what's not so good for us, okay? We're smart, we're not silly. And so I think, we have to instill our own balance, as it were, be our own compass when it comes to how we indulge and why we indulge. I definitely think I was a massive indulging sort of person, overindulging person. I would probably really look forward to Christmas because of thinking about all the food that I could eat. Whereas now I just think, God, no. I think I'm really looking forward to having a nice Christmas dinner. And I was actually thinking to myself today, it's not, it's not often that you get to really enjoy food and sit down and just relax with your family and just not care about anything but eating and watching films and cuddling up, and that real comfort time that you get around Christmas. I think it's just irreplaceable, that feeling of all coming together and not like overly stuffed yourselves, but just pleasant, like, nice, comfort, but not, oh my God, I felt like I have to puke for 3 days because I've eaten so much. I don't know, it's such a fine line as to how far you can go with food, you know. And I really do have a good relationship with food. It wasn't until I realised, even through reading this book with Mel, that there might have been some things that were lingering around in terms of my story and what I was saying about myself and food and the relationship I had there. And I just think, when I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure that you can relate, you just ate whatever you wanted, right? And you just kind of like, it was, you know, you just ate, and then you played, and you did your schoolwork or whatever. But, you know, you didn't worry about bloody anything, calories and counting and good and bad. Food was food, and you just enjoyed it. Or you liked what you liked, you know. My son was obsessed with pizza. Like, I'm good for you. Like, eat as long as you're eating. Pizza's actually not very good, not very bad. I don't think it's either. I just think it's got lots of tomato on it. And, you know, sometimes you just think vitamin C is probably one of the most important things that you could put into your body. So if your kids are fond of tomato-based pizza, it's still a vegetable, and I don't need to beat yourself up about it. You know, people forget, like, it could be quite a nice little balanced meal with everything you've got on it. If you've got your, you know, if you've got your meats, you've got your cheeses, your dairy, or, you know, even vegan pizzas these days are amazing, and vegan cheeses. So, you know, I think so many ways you could create with pizza. There's no limits as to where you can go with it. Actually, I had a calzone today. It was a rather interesting one. It wasn't my favourite calzone I've ever had. And I can't remember when the first time I had a calzone, but maybe it was in Italy. When I was in my 20s, I travelled a lot. And I ended up in Rome and Venice, and so I don't think, where else have I been? Oh, Milan. Yes, I was in Milan. Yeah, I just wanted to try and see different places, you know, get around a bit and explore, you know, put myself out there as well in terms of like travelling on my own at that age. And to think, I did have a little bit of anxiety back then, you know, and my anxiety was something I lived with for a very long time. So I'm always telling you guys, you know, sometimes you just got to face your fear. You got to face it, and no, it's actually not that bad. And that, you know, you can still win even if you've hit hurdles. I'm living proof that it's possible. Because as long as you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. I keep telling you guys, my queens, it's all that matters, babes, my darlings. Because, you know, there'll be people that don't believe in you, they won't support you, they don't get you, they just don't understand how someone would be so passionate about pursuing something. People give up too easily, I think, as well. Really do. It doesn't come when you expect it to or you want it to. But you know what? It comes. It comes, and it comes depending on your belief. Your belief is everything, you know. So don't ever give up on that. You know, we must tune in. We must tune into our guts. We must follow our hearts. And we've got to sometimes just, you know, shut out that noise in our head. That voice that says you can't. It won't work. No one will buy it. You know, I might be good enough. What if I fail? You know, all these voices. I know all these voices very well because I'm, like Rihanna said, I'm friends with the monsters inside my head. You know, guys, it's very real. You know, I'm very aware of the negative thoughts that come into my head. And so, because I'm aware of them and I know I'm not my thoughts, it's like you're observing. You take the thought and you go, thanks for coming, not really interested, bye. So you acknowledge it, but then you dismiss it and you say, this thought is not for me. Because we are constantly bombarded by so much thoughts just flying around in the universe and things coming into our head. And you might just think, oh, someone came into your head. Oh, you came into my head today. Like, how? Do you ever wonder that stuff? Like, how does that happen? How did I suddenly just think of you? What reminded me? What made me think of you? See, it's so interesting. And there's no such thing as coincidences. And even today I met someone, and lovely lady, and Emma. So hi, Emma. Big shout out. And it was just so amazing to see someone who follows me on Instagram and stop me and be like, hi. And I'm like, oh, hi. And she's like, creating my life. And I'm like, yes. And then, just was like, she's like, oh, I bet you get lots of people stopping by. I was like, well, not really, but okay. I felt kind of special for a moment. So thank you very much, Emma. But it was just so nice to obviously really connect with someone properly in the real world, like not just behind a screen, who follows me and follows my work and really appreciates the things that I'm trying to do out here for people. It just makes it all worth it, I suppose, in the end, to be. And it's really lovely to be appreciated. It really is nice to acknowledge and appreciate someone. I think, this is where the education system really needs to change. They need to look at every individual being, child, and look at them and say, I really appreciate you as a human being. You bring so much value to this space. You bring so much value to this classroom. We really need you here to support everyone else. I just really look at it from a different perspective. As people will work at a level they feel valued and they feel appreciated. It's just how it should really be out here, to be honest. And so it really is nice to go out there and see people acknowledging you. And I said, oh, thank you. I really appreciate it, because I really meant that it's so nice to feel appreciated, because I'm here doing all this work behind the scenes and coaching and doing so many things going on, and then still trying to maintain social media. It's a full-time job, being an entrepreneur. People don't understand what goes into it. It's definitely rewarding. I absolutely love what I do. I'm super fucking grateful, because it's a dream. It's a dream, to help others, to get other people to level their lives where they're like totally in love with themselves, in love with their lives, and really being able to go out in the world and just show up and make it every day and be like, yep, this is me, and be powerful. We all have that potential. And it's just nice to see that, we're changing, we're moving. I really feel it, that there's something stirring. And I just think it's because we've just had enough of trying to be moulded and controlled and told this. We really want to be kind of, rising in such a way that we're stirring things up a little bit on the way. Not in a way that's like anti, but I think that this divine feminine movement, where we've got all these queens and boss babes and all this empowerment around women at the moment, it's phenomenal. It really, really is blowing me away. The way I'm seeing it, the way I'm hearing it, the way I'm witnessing it. I feel so proud. I feel so humbled to be part of something that's so significant in changing the way we see ourselves and each other as women. And I know you guys will really get that, and because I know that's the kind of energy that I bring to the page. Because, I think we're learning there's no competition out here. We just need to really focus on ourselves and do the work on ourselves, and then we really can make a difference and go out there and enjoy life. It doesn't have to be complicated, like I said. It doesn't have to be hard. We don't have to always say it's a struggle, and then it won't become that. I mean, there's so many techniques that I do, and possibly I can share some stuff over on the blog in the new year. I'd love to be able to hear your views and opinions, guys, on like what kind of way you want me to take this for you. What would you like to see more of as well? Would you like more stuff on Reiki and chakras? Would you want more stuff on business? You know, do you want more ideas around creating content on Instagram? You know, I've got so much that I can offer, and so it'd be nice to hear what people really need, what's really getting them stuck. Because I feel this stuck place is where a lot of us end up, because we just don't know which direction to take when we hit a certain road. And it happens to all of us. So this is why coaching is so good, because the coach is there just to hold a space for you, to get you to figure out and see some truths and kind of get you to move past some things. Because we're just limiting ourselves a lot of the time, and we don't really even know it. We don't see it at all. And so this is the role, really, what a coach does, and why it's so important. I mean, I have a coach. I mean, Oprah Winfrey has like 6. So just go figure. You know, you get to a level where you know you're delivering so much to others that there's no way that you can't have someone like overlook you and make sure that, you know, you're delivering to your highest standard, or you're being the best version you can be, or, you know, you've got the right level of support. So it's great to have some great people backing me and helping me to be the best version I can be, so I can be out there supporting the girls that are on my programs. So probably coming up for Christmas, look out for some promotional deals that I'll be doing on the program. They will be limited spaces. Yeah, I might even give you limited edition. I don't know, some signed Santa cover for my program, like, you know, a very saucy Santa, and a signed copy, limited edition. So yeah, well, that will be my Christmas special offer that I'll be doing for the Aligned and Divine program. That means that the Aligned Divine program is normally £500. You get it for $333. So that will go on sale on Boxing Day. So please do keep your eye out, because spaces will be limited. I am not taking on more than 25 women to start in January. And I don't really know when I'll be taking on any more women after that. I can't predict what I'm planning yet for the next year until I hit. Well, actually, by the end of this month, I'll start to planning out 2018 for the first 3 months anyway. Some things are already in the diary, so I'll be letting you know a little bit more information about the Best You, which is an event that I'm speaking at on March. And I'll be doing a talk a little bit about my program on the day. And it'll be a great opportunity to meet any of my London queens. Come along. Tickets I'll be definitely putting up next week. I am still waiting for some information from the people that do the event in terms of getting hold of tickets. But as far as I know, there's still some tickets left, and I'll have some special VIP tickets too that you can get hold of as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing as many of you as possible, and really connecting with you, because we've been on this journey together for a while now, Queens. And it would be just lovely to really see some faces like today with that lady. It was just nice to see her and put some Instagram faces to some real humans. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you. It's not been a very long podcast, but it's definitely been nice to speak to you all and share you a little bit about what's been happening in my world. And I definitely think now I'm back into the swing of recording. I'm going to be doing a special 12 days of Christmas recording. So I'll be recording 12 podcasts on for each day of Christmas, my little gifts to you. And I'll be talking about a variety of different topics. We're talking about family relations. We're talking about money. We're going to be talking about sexuality and having sex and what it means and, like, you know, who you should do it with and who you shouldn't do it with. And in terms of energy, right? Because that's really important. I'll be talking about your creativity, like who you are as a creative being. We'll be talking about power and action taking. Well, big action taking. Balance in your life and how you can be more in love with yourself and then in love with your environment, and just feeling the love vibes in your life, and self-expression, vision, and better all relations and connections in your life. So quite a lot of topics we'll be talking about over the 12 days. I'll be putting them into some short sort of 20-minute podcasts, so nothing too deep, but something just to keep you going over Christmas when, you're probably eating a few too many mince pies. I'll be feeding your thoughts with positivity as you're feeding your body with mince pies. Yes, as you can tell, I'm a bit of a mince pie lover. Well, wishing you a lovely day wherever you may be, or a lovely evening. It's evening here now in London, and I am excited just to go and have a bath, actually. I know, we just love these baths, don't we? It's like, it's our goddess time. So I will speak to you again very, very soon. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.